3, 2, 1s.
Oh, it's blocked, isn't it?
Oh, alright, maybe that 3, 2, 1's happened. Hey everybody, and welcome to Nerfcast! This is Josh.
And this is Shawn.
Yeah, we back.
Yeah, sorry about
Sounds
the...
so loud.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm excited.
Ryan's gonna die driving off a cliff.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
Yeah, we're back. Sorry for the delay. We were gone like most of this month because we had stuff to do. Like we was at a convention.
Furbies.
Yep. What?
Furbies. Is that a thing?
No, furries.
Furries.
Furbies are a thing.
Furbies.
They're a toy.
Furbies.
Bronies.
What you kids are always doing. You guys are always up to some crazy stuff.
An anime convention.
And furries. No, I feel like Shawn was at the furry convention.
No.
Nope.
No.
Not even close.
Funny story, actually, when I was in high school and I was like a demo provider for Upper Deck for Yu-Gi-Oh!, I was invited to a furry convention to show people how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I ended up turning it down once I figured out it was a furry convention.
Oh, okay. I
have no problem with
if any
furry
of our
convention.
viewers are furries, yeah.
What do you mean, viewers?
Listeners?
I know. What?
That's cool.
If I'm a furry, it's not okay.
You're everything.
Actually, yeah, I phrased
You're
that poorly.
whatever it is you are. You're the jack of all trades, master of nothing but stealing.
Yes.
Let me put it this way.
Exactly
I was
what you are.
16 at the time. I just didn't feel comfortable teaching adults how to do that in a setting that I was not mature enough to be in. Not Nambla.
Now it's a yiffin thing.
That one's squirrely fast.
Anyway, I get it. I see what you did there. Hi guys, welcome to Nerfcast with Josh.
And Shawn.
No.
Just Shawn.
Just Josh.
Just Josh.
So, actually, we got a lot to talk about.
We do.
Like, the month that we
Believe
were
it or
gone,
not.
a lot of stuff happened.
Yes.
Many things.
Wait.
Yeah.
Stuff happened?
Yep, stuff happened.
New stuff or old stuff? I feel like old stuff happened, and they tried to make it new.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Why?
Hasbro, you bunch of... You know what? Hasbro's doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
They're doing this on purpose. They're making us just be so in anticipation for some new hotness. They're just giving us some old dustiness.
Yeah, it's rough.
I mean, there's no blaster dustier.
It's rough cut.
I get it. You want to roll today.
Yeah, I'm
If
sorry.
I could cue the applause, I would right now.
Oh, I'm Shawning it out today.
Yeah.
Shawn told me he was a little under the weather. By that meaning, he's tired. He's a very busy life now.
Yes.
Shout out to Big A, John's GF.
Shawn John.
No, not Shawn John.
Shawn
Shawn John's not your GF. You can't. No, you're not that classy.
Kingston.
So.
Anyways.
Yeah. What were we getting at? Oh, yeah, I know.
Old new hotness.
Old new hotness. Yeah, it's rough. And not cut.
No, it's rough and it's cut.
That was a long shot of
Yeah.
a joke, B.F.U.
Oh man! High five, TP.
That was like a Nerf Eiffel Tower. I feel so violated right now.
A foamful tower.
iPhone Tower.
Okay, but in all seriousness,
Yes.
they repainted the rough cut not once, but twice.
They did.
One of them looks like.
No, they repainted it more than that.
Oh, we got the white one's been out.
Rough cut, sorry. I thought we were talking about the long shot.
No, we're gonna get there.
Okay.
Don't jump the shark.
I will wait in the back of the short bus.
That's right. I use all modern day catchphrases completely incorrectly.
No.
It's my
Yes, we need
You
to
know
stop
who pisses-
throwing
you know who
shade at
pisses
you.
off?
The thirsty
Wait.
folks.
Catchphrases don't piss me off. I say groovy. Yeah, see?
So, we got two rough cuts.
Yeah.
One of them looks like they just took whatever they make the color of the barrels and just didn't try.
Yeah, that orange.
They didn't look,
That ain't even people talking about creamsicle. I'm like, nah.
No, there's no try.
That's-
They were like, we're just gonna stamp this one out.
There's no cream, it's all sickle.
Yep.
This is rough. It's so hard,
There
man.
is no try, only doo-doo.
But with all bad things Hasbro gives us, the Hasbro giveth and the Hasbro taketh away. Maybe not. So we got an amazingly awesome zombie colored rough cut.
Yes.
It is mean and it is green.
It actually looks like the Jolt.
It looks
In
like
fact,
the Jolt.
I'm trying to figure out why almost everything in the Zombiestrike line is like the same green except for the Hammer Shot and the Slingfire.
The Sledgefire.
Sledge Fire. Yes.
The Sling Fire is green.
The Sling Fire is
You
green.
are messing. They can't. Hasbro, anything else with SL and a fire?
Yeah,
put
dude,
it out. 'Cause Josh
I
can
just
screw it
got
all
done
up.
with the R's. I'm still getting over the Raider Rampage Retaliate.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh
Rough
man, come on.
So, you're right. I think the green became the thing. Like orange came. They were like, yeah, we're gonna try this. And had they known the Hammer Shot was the greatest Nerf gun ever created in the history of man. Yeah, you heard that here first, second, third, and fourth.
Yes.
Had they known that was going to happen, I think everything might have been orange. Or maybe, because of the success of the Hammer Shot, now they're going back to orange, thinking that that's why the Hammer Shot's good.
Maybe
I want to give Hasbro a hint. It ain't the color.
it could be
It
orange
ain't
is
the
the
beauty,
new
it's your
black.
booty.
Yes. So that happened.
But green is awesome, and green with
No,
brown
I like the
with
green.
brown looks amazing.
It looks awesome.
The rough cut. I'm going
The
to
orange is horrible.
Yeah, dude. Why you got to bring up old
So-
stuff? We just got we just talked about.
So bad.
Talk about the
So
last podcast.
bad.
That was like 5 minutes ago. Wasn't it?
Terrible.
Horrible.
I'm a very big Hasbro apologist when it comes to recolors, because as a toy/collectibles collector of other things, recoloring and sculpt reuse is just a thing, not reshelling.
Are you the Nerf Benicio del Toro? The
Isn't that who that mumbles?
collector.
Is that guy that mumbles a lot?
No, the collector.
Mumbles.
I know the collector. Hey, do me, I do you. So, green is awesome.
Yes. I think that's the real moral of the story here, Hasbro. More green.
Less orange.
Yes.
I mean,
Like,
you.
the orange stripe was all right. At least had some white to break it up.
Word.
The orange rough cut is just orange. You didn't even try.
People like white.
Yeah.
People like green.
You like red.
People like red.
Mhm.
That's free, Hasbro.
And
Right there.
People like black, but you can't do that.
Yes. I'm okay. I understand that.
I get it.
Actually, I still like the Elite Blue.
I like
I
purple.
think the Elite Blue is nice.
I think purple.
It's very
blasters are
soothing.
Cool.
And then anything that's clear, that's just a whole different, like, people just like, ooh, clear stuff.
I like to see them get different color clear. Clear yellow would be cool.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, it'd be like they could do the Lantern Core side edition of Hasbro blasters.
Yes. Let's hook up with DC
Oh, that'd be so good.
for that awesome movie that they're making.
Yeah,
Green Lantern
They
Returns.
should do that since they're going to use look up with DC to use their properties instead of the military toy property that they have now, where great crossovers could happen.
Can we put a pin in this real quick? Green Lantern Returns? Is that a thing?
No, that's not a thing.
No.
Thank you. Okay,
We're cool.
continue.
Different
Continue.
podcast.
Okay.
Coming soon from the makers of Nerfcast.
Green Lantern
Dork-
Returns cast?
Dork Sessions with B.F.U, Josh, and Sean.
Okay.
Dork
I like how you lead
only
in now.
Only because my friend owns the name Dorkcast.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he did that shit.
God
God bless. Shout out to Jeff.
Yes.
Oh,
God
yeah.
bless you, Jeff.
So,
Jeff, you my
anyways,
man.
I love
Congrats,
your
buddy.
peanut butter.
that came out. I think that's pretty cool. The green's awesome. Sean, what do you think about the green?
I like it way better than the orange. That's for sure. The orange just felt so dang lazy. I'm also
Sean likes
green.
that green.
Green is my favorite color too. So
And Josh's too, right?
it's very identifiable. I feel like,
Oh.
especially if you're talking zombies, usually you think zombies, rotting flesh, green flesh. It just kind of makes more sense that the zombie blasters would be green.
Yeah.
Because in this fantasy world that I don't think Hasbro lives in, where people are just shooting at silhouettes of zombies and you're actually shooting at real zombies, you'd get green gunk all over your blaster. It'd be
Well,
like if
that
you went
makes
on a
sense.
rampage in the Mortal Kombat universe when the setting was set to green instead of red.
And you could, and Nerf, you go on a rampage with a rampage. So
Yup.
True.
Yeah, I like the green. And it's funny, actually, because you mentioned green is also my favorite color. But normally I don't like that bright green on things. Like, I won't wear it.
works on the
But it works
side
on those blasters
It's
real
very
nice.
fitting.
It's the brown.
It's the
Yeah.
brown contrast. It's
Yeah.
earth tones.
For real.
Yeah, the side strike looks awesome. The side strike rough cut combo is gonna look cool when someone's carrying it around.
Ooh, yeah.
It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. Now we just need like a flagship green black. Oh, we're getting one, so we're good. Sling fire, rough cut, and side strike. You're straight.
Yes.
Primary, secondary, and tertiary.
And you can get a crossfire in there, too. Whatever that thing was called.
Don't dogpile.
And the jolt.
That's cool. Don't dogpile with the crossfire. You know nobody owns that blaster.
Yeah, you
You know who
know.
owns that blaster? People that do shell mods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
And me. But I
Yeah.
gave it to you, didn't I?
I think you were going to, and I don't know if I ever took it. Like, I'm looking around, like, did that happen? Nope.
This room is almost all customs now.
Yep.
Yep.
I like to feel like you started that green right here with that green.
Oh, you feel like Hasbro was watching and
Yeah, you know.
they were like, "Ooh, moot green. Well, how close can we get it?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other big news. So
Mm.
green is, in summary, Green rough cut good, orange rough cut bad.
As Michael Douglas once said, green is good.
Green is good.
Because
Incredible Hulk
he
is
starred in the Green Lantern movie.
Most people are like, what? Green is good. I don't even get the reference.
I don't think
Josh.
people even saw the sequel to that movie that came out like last year.
Yes, I remember with Shia LaBeouf.
Yes, because now we have The Wolf of Wall Street, which is way better.
Correct. Anyway.
Speaking of wolves.
Yeah? What about wolves?
I mean, I think we can see where we're going with this.
I was really interested in this segue, Sean.
Josh, I think it's pretty obvious. You can continue it.
Oh, okay. That, they are the greatest hunters in the animal kingdom until zombies appear.
Yes.
Yep. And that is why we get the long shot Zombiestrike edition.
Conversely, my segue was a long shot at actually working.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just so darn tired today. I'm very hungry.
Like, no, stop with puns.
I'm just going to sit here, you guys elaborate, and then ask me what I think.
the UK, on the heels of the Havoc, is getting the long shot.
We still need that, by the way. We haven't gotten Havocs here in the States.
That's because they're not. So I have a theory on this.
Do you?
Go on.
The UK and Australia.
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 Because you should buy Couche-Darts Australia. You need to get. No, wait. You guys got nerfed up range. You guys got messed up ranges. Don't do that.
It'll be
it'd be horrible.
5 feet.
That'd just be terrible.
Don't stop.
No.
We had the accent podcast.
What are you talking about?
You missed your chance.
No.
You missed your shot.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to play Diggery in the background.
I'm going to put that little shrimp on the Barbie shot and keep it up.
Diggery.
So.
What was it?
So sorry, SBN.
What is so wrong?
Can we get back to long shots?
That's horrible. Just stop it. Stop it.
We took a hiatus.
No, you.
Continue.
I get it. You think that I'm trying to be an Aussie?
Okay, Fosters.
No, that's really wrong.
I'm looking. I can just turn off your sound, Josh. I have the buttons in front of me to kill your mic.
Clearly.
New
New Zealand.
Zealand.
I know they all sound the same to you.
You don't sound like a hobbit at all.
No, I look like a hobbit, but I sound like a New Zealander.
Yes. Expo facto. I have more hobbity feet than you do, though.
What?
Yes, they are bigger. I'm sure.
How we end up with 3.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick. The long shot.
UK only so far.
UK only so far.
Zombiestrike, so they didn't claim range. They don't claim range in the box on Zombiestrike. Not a standard practice.
True.
Hot on the heels of the Havoc. My theory is, conspiracy foam theory, is that because of the dialed down ranges the UK and Australia have to deal with, they're just okay with releasing older products because the range difference isn't as much.
Possibly.
Okay, what older products have they released besides the long shot? Havoc? Okay. So, the Havoc...
Maverick, the Nightfinder.
Oh,
we got the Maverick and the Nightfinder.
We got those too.
Yeah, we also got those. I thought we were just asking what products they released.
I'm thinking that it gets to the UK. Like the UK got 2 very big size blasters.
But why wouldn't they get the... Have they gotten those over in the UK, the Maverick and the Nightfinder? I'm not really sure. Just throwing that out there. If your theory is correct, they would have that over there.
Flagship size recolors. If you recolor,
I think y'all just giving Nerf way too much credit. I think that Hasbro's like, we could just reshow. Forget reshow.
Lost the feet mold.
Boom. We don't even got to put in new Internals.
I think
we'll have new Internals.
Yeah. Son, here's the thing. We got the Elite line. It was blue. It was awesome. The ranges got further.
Yes.
Then all we heard was, all the ranges are gonna get better. The ranges. And what happened? They released the pictures for the Demolisher, and they're like 100 feet. I was like, oh, the Demolisher 100 feet. That's the new stock range. Everything's gonna be 100 feet. We're gonna get Retaliators to shoot 100 feet, Alpha Troopers to shoot 100 feet. Nothing has shot 100 feet. Since then, they're like, we're gonna make everything white, and everyone's like, the white is gonna be the Jesus of Nerf, 100 feet stock.
Just like the real Jesus.
What have they brought out that is white, that has got 100 feet?
What have they brought out that's white?
What have they brought out? What have they brought out that's white, or even the white and orange? Because we're talking about the cream cycle that has got 75 feet.
Nothing.
The Strife.
Yeah. The Stripes.
Everything else they have brought out has been the Maverick, the Night Finder,
Right.
the Havoc.
Right.
Even the Rough Cut is the closest thing that we got, and it don't even get it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
the
rough.
podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like they were like, yeah, we're gonna tease them with this, and then we're gonna go. Here's old stuff. We're not even gonna fix the internal. I don't think they fixed the internals on the Longstrike.
Well, Josh,
When I say fixed, I mean I just don't think it's getting 75 feet.
What if it's like the Mega line where we start off with one blaster and then they start working new blasters after that? I mean, the Demolisher could be the flagship.
What would be the line? Because it's part of the N-Strike Elite line, so we've already had that.
Oh, I'm just saying it's going to be like the first of other ones.
Did they say the ranges for the ECS LMNOP?
I think that they're saying it's supposed to be elite ranges of like 75.
It's just weird to me. I don't
65,
really
75.
understand how they're squeaking that much more out of the Demolisher that they can't apply to other blasters right away.
Well,
I mean,
plunger base, they have to build a whole new internal system.
Yeah, but it's not electric.
Yeah, so I don't know. Well, the ECS cam set a precedent for using really old parts, so it'll probably go to 45-foot range and use the old Raven motors from the first Raven.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's actually the point I was going to make, though. The Raven had a quick turnaround from going from old school to elite. They're kind of like, let's just paint this and add these new internals for some reason.
Yeah.
It seemed like I doubt if they didn't realize how effective it was going to be, they would have released the original Raven in its capacity. They should have just released it as a newer elite model. Just wait an extra 6 months to do that.
Yeah.
So I feel like the time it actually takes for the factory, obviously they're churning out orders and make a certain amount for a launch. But past that, I think there's a lot of influence going on from each region for, how there's like Hasbro UK, Hasbro US, Hasbro Asia Pac or whatever. Probably each of these groups test stuff out, decide what they want, and go to the factories and say, hey, we have enough autonomy to say I want this much Nerf product or I want this painted in this. Probably just different markets want different things, and the people who represent Hasbro and Nerf in different areas just ask for different things. I doubt it's a collaborative effort globally to do certain things.
I mean, that's possible. It's just weird to me because the Longshot, as much as I actually don't care at all. First off.
I was about to say I don't really care about the Longshot. It seemed like a lot of work. I mean, I get it. It was the correct system to use internally to get better ranges originally when you're going into the reverse plunger system with the old school Nerf Elite or N-Strike line. But now that we have the Elite line, there's not really a need for it. It's probably going to be exactly the same on the inside. I get that the shell looks cool.
Right,
it looks
that's
cool
cool
from the outside. It just seems like
a little late. Day late and dollar short.
Yeah, this would have been appreciated like right when the Elite line was coming out. Maybe you could squeak by with that. Or maybe at the start of the Zombiestrike line just to flesh it out a little bit more, but I just don't really care at this point.
No, I totally agree. I have never really liked the Longshot. Even back when there were yellow blasters, I preferred my Alpha Trooper. Yeah, I know you could mod the Longshot, so I understood why it was there. I gave it its due respect. I have no problem with that. It was just the fact that I was like, this is the most uncomfortable blaster I have ever used.
Yeah,
it is a big square. It looks ugly, and it's very uncomfortable, and yeah.
Yeah, it's ugly. The stock is poor. It doesn't feel good. The bolt action on it, I just don't like. It's just so cumbersome, especially for adults playing. It's way too short, so it's awkward to prime it as an adult with longer arms.
I've always hated that priming mech.
And the bipod at the front, I mean, it looks cool when it's out, but when it's in, it's not flush at all. It doesn't look clean. It just looks like, ew, what's that at the end of my blaster?
It's probably why they took it off of the new Zombiestrike one.
Oh, they did?
Yep, no bipod.
Oh, smart decision.
Yep, no bipod, no front gun.
Here's what you do. You
Front
go out and buy
gone.
a Centurion and use the bipod from that on your long shot. So snipers can be happy that all their accessories will work together.
It'll be the most expensive bipod you ever bought.
Yep.
Right, buddy? No, I completely agree. I don't know. If they actually wanted to give it an elite makeover, I'm sure fans would go nuts. Fans are probably already going to go nuts just because, like, oh, long shots, we can get them again. I don't care.
I mean,
at all.
What do you mean by elite makeover? How much more could they really get out of that system?
I mean, I don't know.
So the Raiders internals and the Rampage internals are different, right?
Right.
And then the old Retaliator, the yellow Retaliator, or whatever it was called back, the Recon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Retaliator have different guts, right?
Right.
So they could put a whole new guts in there and just use the shell and just change the screw places around.
But the thing is, I think the big thing is just going to be optimizing what's already in there, because you're talking about going from a reverse plunger to direct plunger system. correct?
Is it? No, I thought that the long
No,
shot.
he's saying the upgrades I'm talking about.
No, the ones he's talking about. The Longshot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Direct
but
plunger.
So someone was saying they could put
Better seal.
Retaliator internals in there, right?
Mhm.
Or a better version of the Retaliator internals.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
And
I
then
mean,
you're getting elite ranges on a blaster they probably sold the snot out of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be honest. If in 2 years they decide to reissue the hammer shot, I don't care what the new ranges are. I'm getting it.
true.
Yeah.
I'm a cop one.
I see
I'm
that.
a cop one out of nostalgia.
I guess my logic, and going into Josh's point too, if you were actually updating the internals, why not do that with the long strike and make an elite version of that?
That's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love me some long strike.
Very pretty. Very pretty. I'm used very manly words.
No.
It's a very good looking blaster.
Yeah.
Aesthetically pleasing. I like the long barrel at the front. The
Yeah.
stock on it's nice. Everything about it. I mean, once again, I'm not a big fan of the
Priming.
bolt action.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than
I'm
that,
not even into that.
it just makes more sense to make an elite version of that one instead of like making a long shot a little bit better. Make the long strike way better.
Hasbro probably doesn't want to include a barrel because they want to do the open face, save packaging, save money. So the long strike without a barrel, people would riot. The long shot without the front gun?
Yeah, most people don't use it. I mean,
don't care.
Yeah, but the Centurion has a long barrel too.
It
I don't
does.
see that being a major concern for them.
they're still making everything with.
Are we going to base major concern on Centurion? Because after
Wait,
Centurion,
wait,
Yeah,
wait.
that's a bad
Hold on.
precedent to set it
Retaliator has a barrel that comes with it.
yeah, they're just not as frequent. From what I could see, the old Nerf guns used to come with way more cool stuff. Now it's like you got to pick your poison.
on.
They were mostly the same stuff. I mean, the
Stuff
different.
including butt stocks.
Yeah, on the Rampage.
Rampage doesn't have a butt stock.
Correct.
You can't get the extendable stock anymore. Would that come with the Raider, right?
I'm sorry,
Raider to
the Raider.
Rampage. What about the other stock?
What other stock?
All the yellow stocks and stuff like that. They didn't make blue versions of those.
They upgraded that stock that nobody liked on the Raider to the, upgraded.
I know. I was about to say,
No.
can we put quotation marks around
Yeah,
that?
because some people liked it, some people didn't. It was really flimsy. That flimsy yellow
I think
stock.
they're going to try and get more money for less shit.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, but
Or package accessories with blasters nobody wants.
Yeah, good way to sell inventory.
Yeah, because like the stockade, everybody bought that for the stock.
people bought that.
Yeah, people bought stockade. Don't front.
You sure it's not just you?
Look, there's some
Other
clueless
people- I
parents
saw
out
stocks-
there.
Some people had stocks at the game the other last time. There's like 3 of those stocks running around. The funny thing is they're always running around on clip blasters, and that doesn't make any sense to me.
I agree.
If you're gonna run that, there actually isn't a Nerf gun that runs that stock really well.
Nope.
So
I
I
agree.
don't know. I think the long strike is prettier too, but who knows why?
Yeah, I love me some long strike.
I'm gonna guess that they still sold more long shots than anything else. I'm gonna guess one of the
Yeah.
popular
I assume so, but that's the other thing. Like, I'm still fuzzy on the details for why they just stopped the long shot altogether. Anyway, people usually be like, "Oh, it was rare," and people, you can't find the long shot anymore. It's hard to find. And it's the best one to mod. That's why.
So
So
having all now that Mitchell, we're gonna get you next time. I'm sorry. Now that having him seen what he can do with one,
yup.
I'm really impressed with what you can get it to do for an old ass blaster.
No, I mean it's nice.
Like he got it.
I understand why it was good at the time, but what I'm saying is I don't understand why Hasbro stopped making it if it sold well. Because the only thing I heard that even came close to sort of kind of making sense was people like, no, it was too powerful. They had to take it off the shelves. I'm like, so why would they bring it back then, unless they changed it?
Maybe they made it with internals that are harder to mod, but still.
Oh, so they just put big slits in it like the Centurion.
There you go.
I don't think that's what makes Centurion poop. I think it's just a whole bunch of other. I think the engineering that went into that blaster to make it not moddable is probably more than we think it is.
Probably.
Like our goal is to make it shoot really far but not be moddable, and then we test fire it twice and put it in market.
Yes.
Why do we always bring up the Centurion? Why?
Because, we like to talk about Hasbro's failures too on the podcast.
We talk about a lot of their failures lately.
That is, it's not our fault.
Hasbro, the Sling Fire just has to live up to 75% of the hype, and I will be cool.
Yeah, Slingfire does look awesome. Oh, speaking of Slingfire, so apparently you probably can't take off the buttstock just easily without messing up the blaster. That's
It
something
looks
that's
like one piece of molded plastic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. Somebody was doing took it apart, and there were internals, and I didn't read the whole thing, but someone was like, "Oh, you can't just rip off the back like they thought you could. Like there was actually stuff there.
I think you'd be able to.
Apparently, people did.
Only because it was one piece.
Yeah,
like,
apparently.
With Sledgefire, you know, that thing is meant to come. It may not be meant to come apart, or at least one point in time during the design, that thing was probably meant to be removable, and someone said, "No, some little kids are gonna lose it. Let's put clips on it."
Yeah.
But it looked like during the design of that blaster, it looks like at some point in time, the idea was you would take that thing on and off.
Right.
Right. Or otherwise, why not make it one big piece of plastic?
Yes.
But then it just morphed into we'll hold it on here somehow. Just like I still have a theory the Centurion barrel was supposed to be removable.
Hmm.
And then some executive's kid tripped over it and hurt themselves, and they're like, no, we gotta make it stay.
Yeah, that's possible.
But yeah, that sucks for people. I mean, I don't see this. I have no hope for modding potential for the Slingfire at all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because the gears make it seem like it's going to be too hard.
Yeah, it's just a fun blaster. That's why I'm looking at it. Is it's going to be fun. People are going to fling it. They're going to flip it around.
I'm hoping it works at the higher, because you know elites. There's still, even within elite ranges,
there
are still blasters that work better than others.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Like the Rough Cut is technically an elite range blaster.
Yep.
I'm sure if we fired it 1,000 times, it would come out on the lower end of that scale of range, right? It just seems like this is elite level blaster. This shit fires really far for an elite blaster.
Yes.
So, you know, higher and lower end. I'm hoping the Slingfire is on the higher end of that scale.
Yeah.
This way, people won't want, like the Alpha Trooper. The Alpha Trooper is on the higher end of that elite scale.
Yeah.
Consistently fires far for an elite. I mean, farther than some other elite blasters. Hopefully, the Slingfire is in that mold where it's at the higher end of the scale. This way, no one will have to mess with it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I have no illusions of trying to mod that, or I'm sure people will try, but me personally, like, I don't know why you would want to. It's more of just a fun.
Yeah, as well, we'll have a measure.
I feel like the one thing you'd want to mod on that, which is true with the Rough Cut as well, get some better gears in there, because I feel like the Slingfire is just going to get shredded, just like the Rough Cut is.
Just seems like really hard.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if we got like a Metal Gear kit or something from like, I don't know, Blaster Parts D.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Because didn't they come out with one for the Rough Cut? So I feel like someone came out with a Metal Gear.
I feel like
Rough
I saw
Cut
it, but
kit.
I don't remember who it was.
Bah. Regardless, I'm sure it'll happen, but
I'm surprised Explorers didn't, because they were really big on that whole metal internal scene.
He makes
yes.
Cost, you know, your house.
Explorer Explorer might be the reason they're bringing back the Longshot. Because he's just like, yeah, get a shotgun grip, and then get this, and then get that.
Shotgun grip is awesome. I just can't.
I mean, yes.
I can't pay that much money.
That's for real.
Yeah, I have been kicked out of the 1% club. There is only now one 1%er in our group. Kimball is the 1%.
Kimball is the 1% now.
Yeah.
The Explorer Centurion, he's the 1%.
I should just give him my ammo counter now too, and my elite pinpoint sight.
He won't use it.
No.
He won't, but I mean, I feel like I'm Scrooge McDuck. I got this vault full of money, and I'm not using it.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fires, and the people put some barrels on them already.
Yup.
Floating around. That's awesome. That's what I'm gonna do. I want a barrel on it.
Yes. Yeah. Barrel it up.
Make it look like a rifle.
Yeah.
But the good news is all the news that's been leaking out on these blasters. That means we're getting them soon.
Yeah, I mean presumably pretty soon.
I think we're looking at 60 days most.
Ooh.
That's fair.
Personal opinion.
Ooh, that would be nice.
About 60-ish.
End of July, early August.
Yeah,
that's usually when they start leaking.
Man, that's gonna be a good. Y'all, the podcast level is gonna go way up once some stuff comes out. Trust us.
Yeah, there'll be excitement and not disdain.
And for those of you watching, I stood up because the laptop is blocking the bottom of the screen. I wanted to verify that we are recording right now, and I didn't miss it.
Says live.
It does, but it's yellow and not green, so I was worried that I was saying like, oh, I'm ready to go live. So I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that would suck.
But speaking of new product,
yep.
Shawn.
Yes, so we have been in contact with some folks over at Zing, who make a lot of the products. We've talked about them on the podcast before, the Zing bows, the Zing arrows. They were kind enough to send us a little care package for new products that are coming out, some of their older stuff that we personally haven't seen before. And we got a chance to test it out before the podcast. So,
my question is, I feel like I've seen all of this in stores, but it's cool they sent it to us.
I mean, there's a couple things we didn't test out actually.
Yeah, there's things that we haven't tested out, but I mean, I don't think that it's like
Also, that I
upcoming.
haven't seen in stores.
Oh, word. Did
Like
you
the
not
little
show them?
airplane things.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you didn't show.
We
them.
didn't open that because we're gonna. Here's the thing too. We're
okay.
gonna do unboxing videos.
They
for
only showed me
everything.
the stuff that they opened already and played around with. So
I showed you
just
stuff
thought
we had
only stuff.
duplicates of.
But something above all the group was so amazing and worked for a Nerf war so well. Could work for a Nerf war so well.
Yes.
I mean, we're sitting here talking about like modding long shots and getting better ranges out of them. Out of the box for $11, this is probably the most accurate, fastest long-range weapon I've seen.
Yeah.
It's called the Sky Rippers. A lot of you are familiar with these. They've been around for like about a year and a half now, maybe a little bit longer. A couple of people have done reviews on them. I've seen them in stores, but I personally haven't grabbed them just because I was kind of cool. 250 feet, but that's probably shooting it straight up into the air. It's not going to be accurate. Oh no.
Hit that TV.
No.
So Sky Rippers, man, the Sky Rippers on the box art, and I know Zing, I'm sure Zing does this for safety, so you don't really peg people. Is you pull back like so,
Oh god.
you let go forward, and you fling your wrist at the end to make sure nothing hits on the plastic.
Correct.
And it works really well. It goes in a nice high arcing, makes a whistling sound.
So like the geniuses we didn't look at the boxes the first time we did it, and we kind of hit the bottom of the sling a couple times. Didn't go too well. But here's the good thing about our methods. Because we don't read the box on how to do things, we get very creative with how we fire things. So, B.F.U, what was the idea you came up with?
So we were down on our second test.
Yeah.
Because you shoot them down the street, then you walk down. Anyone that's range says, you know what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I said, you know what? We sidearm this thing. So we took it. I took it like this, pulled it back, same motion, but on a sidearm. Holy moly, donuts.
Mm-hmm.
So the trajectory, amazing, because obviously instead of being at an up angle, you're at this angle. Now we tried it also like this, keeping the arm down overhand. It still doesn't work as good. From this angle, the rocket comes out straight as an arrow, and the farthest shot we got was over 280 feet. And it was on like you're talking about anywhere from a off the ground plane of 2.5 feet off the ground, as low as we got it, shooting it underhand, like this style, to about 7 feet. So very hittable distance for some people.
Mm-hmm.
But the arc is not as much, and the accuracy was really, really good.
It was scary good. I was standing about, I would say 125 feet away, about the distance that you could peg someone with a Zing bow realistically.
Oh yeah.
B.F.U was shooting these, and they were flying so straight without having to arc them. It was scary. Like I would hear them whiz like 2 feet away from me to the left, or like 3 feet above me. These things too, unlike the Zing bow and the Zing arrows will give you a whistle, sometimes if you catch them right. These guys, on the other hand, are loud and consistent. You get a whistle the entire time, and it is scary.
Yeah.
So the most impressive part for me was, because I like weapons for the common man. So the most common person for Nerf I could think of. She's very uncommon as a human being. She's an extraordinary person.
Aww.
She lets us have this podcast in her house, which is my wife. But she's, busy woman, a lot of school, a lot of work. Not as, she's kiddish, but not like we are, obviously. We have a podcast about plastic toys. I said, baby, come outside. I want you to try this. Within 3 tries, she was already whistling them past my head. I'm like about 50, 60 feet away, and they're really coming. And she didn't tell me she was shooting at me, so I literally jumped and my glasses fell off my face. It was like, ah.
It was like a cartoon. He was so surprised they just shot off.
So, and then Josh shows up after Shawn and I are goofing around for about 45 minutes. So we make Josh try everything else out, and he's like, "Oh, the slingshot's cool. The little crossbow's all right. The little bow is neat for what it is. Really a bow like that big." We're like, all right.
It's called the Zeno
Now
bow.
you get and all these have a place. I don't know if they'll work in our games because we outdoors and the ranges just aren't there. And we give him a Sky Ripper, and he's like, "Oh wow!" So we made him shoot one regular. He's like, "Yeah, the thing shoots. I've seen a YouTube video. It shoots really far. All right, try it sidearm." And then magic happened in Josh's face.
Yeah. They fly straight and they fly far.
And he was like, "Oh, this could work in a game."
Yeah.
They're
This
scary.
is a whole different thing now.
Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, man, they're nice. And they're easy. They're easier to use than Zing bows.
They're stupid easy.
Yeah.
Like with this one, you can easily kind of like lock it into the rubber band, run around with it while it's loaded, and as soon as you're ready to let go, just aim, fire, We've talked about how Zing bows, you kind of need a little bit of skill to work them well.
None.
These, it's click and
I would say from
run and
50
gun.
feet and in, you can probably get at least a 50% hit rate with practicing for half a day.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Fire that tree. Firing it sidearm style. Now,
Yeah, that's the way.
Zing did not tell us to fire it sidearm style, and I'm sure they cannot support that.
I'm
The
sure
danger it would
the
cause
box.
in actually hitting people.
Yeah, it probably says do not aim at people.
Right.
Oh,
So
it does say that
I
on
want
the
to make
box.
sure that Zing
Yeah.
doesn't get any flack for the stupid stuff we do.
Yes.
But if you're in a war and you're going to bring these things, sidearm, baby. Sidearm
Yeah,
these
I
bad
mean,
boys.
you know-
Even if you go upside down with it, that's what we noticed too.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Point your thumb upside down, fire it. Honestly, just the main goal is to not have it arc up and down, because eventually what goes up must come down. I think what makes it work good about sidearming it is even if it does get some wiggle left or right, I mean, it's still flying, and it's flying long, and because it's so accurate, it's still probably going to hit what you're going to hit.
And it's getting to the target faster, right? So
Yeah.
no arc.
Right.
It's going to get to the target faster. We were doing some longer. I mean, I hit my truck at about 55-ish feet, 50, 55-ish.
Yeah.
Hit the back window, and it bounced back 30 feet.
Yeah, so that's the other part of it too, the impact. I mean, obviously this is why they tell you not to shoot it at people.
Mm-hmm.
That said, we all took a hit to the back. Not too bad, solid hit. You know you got hit.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you get hit in the face with this,
You're not
I
gonna
don't
be
know how happy you're going to be.
I don't think you're going to get hurt.
Correct.
I would say that you're not going to be excited about it, though.
You probably won't bruise. I mean, it's like if you played with a Zing bow, it's probably about the same.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the heads are real squishy. They don't hurt. The whole back shaft is just a hollow tube. It's like a hollow plastic, like a thick straw.
Yeah, like a Boomco dart.
Presumably, I don't know. I've never.
I don't know either,
But
but
man,
yeah.
I could get my hands on just 10 of these things to run around with. I would run a game with my 2 hammer shots as my backup boys, and I would run these things, 10 of these as a primary. 10 shots is a lot of shots.
Yeah. I mean, they come in packs of what, 3?
Packs of 3 for like $10. So
Packs of 3
$11.
with a flinger.
So Zing, if you watch, good job. This thing in a Nerf war, flingers are legit. I can see them working. There's those people that play open fields and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like me and Shawn were worried because we shoot them overhand. They arc saw. We're like, we're gonna lose these on the roof.
Yep.
And the sidearm thing, we're like, we're never gonna lose these.
Yeah, you're
Nope.
safe.
It's
You're
not
it's
gonna
a safe
happen.
bet.
We're good. We just gotta worry. I mean, where we play, any of you that've been to the website, like there's a really heavily contested corner area, and then there's just this big giant open asphalt,
Mhm.
and then there's some other stuff to hide behind.
Yeah.
And when you're coming across that asphalt, it's always finding the way when the people are rushing across the open area to stop them. I could see these things being a huge deterrent.
Yup. Yeah, no, totally. And the nice thing is, if you did have a lot of them on the field, it's not a huge cost and commitment to pick some up and be able to fling them back. Because one of the rules we have in our games, right, we try to have is, if it's something that gets fired out of a blaster or out of like a Zing bow, right, you could pick up the arrows in real life and just kind of chuck them because you can kind of get them off that way.
Right.
We don't like that. Like, no, I'm not going to pick up a dart and throw it at you. I'm going to pick up a Zing arrow.
Right.
Unless the
Well, I
weapon's
think-
made to do that, then, with these, you can't really do it, but you don't have to carry around a bow and arrow to return fire on
Right.
this ammo. That thing fits in your pocket. I mean, boom. There
Actually,
you go.
I'd
You've
like-
got 3 long-range missiles, and if the other team starts chucking them at you, you can just pick them right up and right back.
Here's where Josh is going to get angry at me.
Uh-oh.
I was thinking, I wonder if Mitchell can make a mount for a torsion spring on top of a
At least,
blaster.
at least it's not a pneumatic arm.
So like a torsion, like a disc blaster uses.
Yeah, I got you.
Just pull it back in your blaster and let it fly. That'd be
Probably.
awesome. Sideways.
Probably. That reminds me of when the dude put the crossbow on the
Yeah.
retaliator.
Yeah.
And just glued that down. He's like, whap, whap. Yeah, that was
Like
cool.
that would be. I think that would be a good use for it. So like if you're like, you got contested points and they're in like the cubby hole we play at where it's middle point.
Oh,
I don't care if
man.
you hit somebody. You can shoot these into the cubby hole. You can call your shot in a 4-foot wide space. You're going to shoot the 4-foot wide space. It's going to happen, and
Yeah.
it'll happen from over 100 feet. Probably no problem. With
And the
very little
whistle's
practice.
always a warning, so you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the whistle's coming. So, but I think rooting people out of like fortified spots would be a really good use for these things.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that's what I mean too, because I feel like with the bridge and other locations, when you shoot people,
Mhm.
sometimes they don't know if they're getting shot at, if the dart's going to hit. They might even know you're shooting at them. They might not even know. With
You'll
this,
know.
you're the whistle, first thing you do is you look up like, where is it coming from?
Yeah.
I don't want to get
Pop
shot.
up,
Pop
someone
in the
shoots them with a
cover.
normal blaster.
Yeah.
It's a deterrent.
These things would be cool.
Yeah, these are going to be neat. I'm excited for them.
Are we down to use these at the game?
Potentially. I mean, I'm sure we'll discuss it and we'll check with our players and see how comfortable they feel. But
Yeah.
honestly, like I said,
Zing bows at the game.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We use Zing bows, so I don't see that this would be much of a
Yeah, you got
difference.
to put the don't be a dink roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
cool thing
that's
is
what I think.
you have a lot of control over your power too.
Right.
So it's not like if I hit you from 5 feet, it's always going to hurt.
Yeah.
If I want to hit you from 5 feet, I just literally
I mean-
just pull it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
You have
Yeah.
a lot of
Way
control.
easier to
lot of
control
power,
than a Zing
A lot
bow.
of power control.
Mm-hmm.
Much more control than a Zing bow. I'm not saying Zing bows are bad. You guys all know that we think Zing bows are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Zing bows
fun.
are awesome.
Zing bows are more fun to play with. Like, definitely, it feels more like a bow. It feels like you're using a weapon. It feels like you're more like firing arrows.
Right.
This is like, I can't even it's kind of like a slingshot.
It is.
A
Yeah.
slingshot crossed with an atlatl.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
hmm It's great. Buy them.
Look for
They're
me in
pretty cheap.
Yeah. Highly. These are officially Nerfcast approved.
There we go.
Yes.
Boom. Yeah, those are awesome.
God,
But
shut
definitely
up.
expect with all the other stuff we mentioned, we're going to do write-ups, unboxing videos.
Anyway, us, we mean Shawn.
Yes, I will do a lot of the work for it. If you guys help, I will be happy.
Wicked, wicked, wow.
But, I mean, these are some interesting products that, I mean, we've all seen a couple write-ups for them on a couple websites.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of worth it to know what to get and what to get it for. Like I said, they sent us some stuff that was good for, like, indoor wars, that the ranges were, like, lowered a little bit just so they wouldn't break windows and lamps and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
These will break windows. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful with
Yeah.
Like
this.
them thin glass pane windows. I
Yep.
would not.
That'd be a thing.
You will shatter a window with these.
Now, the Sky Rippers, though, great for an outdoor war. Great for the type of wars we play. I feel like it's not very often that we get a product in our hands from someone other than Nerf that we say we like having it at the game. And
Mhm.
Zing, so far,
And,
Pretty
and
consistent.
two solid
and
products.
NTX crossbow. That's the only other thing I can think of.
NXT, yeah.
Yeah.
NXT
No, you
crossbow.
like this?
Oh no, this was dope. This was dope. This was dope.
I guess Busby, but Busby doesn't really come out with new stuff anymore.
Yeah, that's
3
you know,
blasters: Panther, Air Max 6, Air Max 10. That's it.
Yeah. That was a while ago.
people liked the Range Master. We just could. I mean, it's not as easily compatible with stock darts as these guys are.
Yeah.
True.
But
Um.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, a couple things to note. Like, if you're gonna try to bring these to a game, be sure to talk to whoever is running the game. If it's not you, to see if they allow it, or if you're gonna run a game, be sure that players know that you're gonna allow it. Just that sort of thing.
Yeah, if it's an indoor war like a church or something like that, once again,
Yeah, don't
probably
do that,
wouldn't
don't do
use
that.
these.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
don't be a dink. Don't shoot. Try not to shoot people from 5. I mean, the thing is, it's so small. You can literally rip one off.
Womp womp.
Zing, that was for free, buddies. You rip one off, pop this thing in your pocket, pull out your hammer shot, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, actually, I was firing him with, so it was funny, Shawn and I were screwed around. I had a long shot in my arm,
Mm-hmm.
and I literally pulled it back like this, like T-Rex style,
Yep.
and still shot it like 80 feet.
It's like really good if you have a good place to hold, like if you want to go Punisher style, actually, wear those 3 on your belt, wear a skull shirt with it, just hide the actual launching device in your pocket and bust it out when you're ready.
It could be a nice surprise weapon. I
Yeah.
think if we do them, it's going to be fun, long range,
Yeah.
to fling some
I agree.
whistle
I think
missiles.
it's cool to come out with some loadouts too that involve things other than just look at I've got a bunch of clips and a
I can hold
blaster.
a bunch of
I mean, I get it.
magazines and
That's-
blasters.
That makes sense, and for like HVZ and stuff, it
Also
all
could
makes
be
sense.
good for, like, so I was thinking HVZ with it, right?
Right.
And I've heard, I've seen some videos. I heard zombies sometimes travel in packs.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a great pack scatter weapon.
Oh, that's true. You hear the
Could be.
whistle and
Could-
zombies are going to instinctively be like, I don't want to get hit.
And even the whistle. So funny thing is, removing the whistle. Not saying we would never do that at our games, but removing the whistle, since it's so accurate, the whistle will tip them off, and they might actually just move.
Right.
You can tag people out with these things.
Yeah.
From a really good distance. If they're running in packs,
Mm-hmm.
if packs of 3, you're gonna hit one of them.
Yeah,
Right.
Chances are you're
definitely.
hitting one of them.
Right.
Right. And the whistle will definitely deter them, but without the whistle, I would think it'd be even worse.
I have no idea how it flies without the whistle because I don't know how the whistle is built in.
Yeah.
We haven't taken one
All
apart
they
yet.
take a whistle to the side of the face.
Yeah, that could be, So
It's got
there's,
the potential for some hurt.
I mean, that Zingbo's like that too, though. They got
True.
whistles on them.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta take it good with the bad. We play with some pretty mild wars. When we see people in the NIC
Oh,
making, glue domes and washer heads and
Yeah.
felt, and we're just like, oh, man, if you play with that, there's almost no reason to throw these on the field.
Word.
That shouldn't even be a problem with you.
Yeah.
Word up.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, it is cool to have some loadouts that like, how can I fit that in as just a supplemental thing? Like I still want to run my regular stuff, but I want to have something on me, like 3 shots that I could get off really long range if I need to.
It'd be cool if these were adopted very commonly at wars too, because there'd just be so much ammo in the field.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh, I got my Sky Ripper in my pocket, and there is a little bolt down by me. Let me go ahead and just fire this rocket real quick.
Well,
Yeah.
precedence is, if history teaches us anything, if all three of us usually like something, and we'll play with it, usually that means other people will start playing with it too.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is we're going to get more Sky Rippers. Each one of us will run a loadout, and we're like, oh.
I've wasted $20 on stupider stuff, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind spending $20 buying a 2-pack, just rocking 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
6 is enough, I think.
yeah,
Because you're not going to bust out all the time, but it's
Right.
not great once
it's a
couple
deal.
game shot.
Yeah, I just got to figure out how I want to. What I'd like to do is figure out how to carry these missiles on my blaster. I'm all about carrying stuff on my like clips.
Mm-hmm.
Just kinda clip
I've
them
got
in.
some ideas.
Actually,
We'll have to work it out.
Can you do me a favor? Pass me that bow. Too small, right?
Yeah, it's too small.
Too small. Forget it. Too small.
Yeah. Oh,
But-
it's dart size.
Like a clip system like that, though.
Right.
Just so that's why I can have them handy, and if I need to pull them out, I'll just
Yeah, I got
If you talk to
mess
someone who
around.
does custom or 3D prints, you could say, hey, the stuff you make for Nerf darts, could you make it for this diameter instead?
Yeah, then I'm in lots of monies.
Yeah, we'll mess around with things. I know you. We'll mess around with things.
Yeah, that's true.
Figure out some way.
I mean, worst case scenario, all you do is you do what I do with my Zing arrows and just grab a little like duffel bag or a little gym bag,
Yeah.
cut
Make
belt
it-
loops in it, drop them in there. If
there you
they're
go. Makeshift
the weight
quiver.
yeah.
Yeah, if I was running more than 6, I guess I could do it with 6.
Yeah, 6s. I mean,
I mean, if you're doing 9,
Yeah, 9 plus, but we'll figure it out.
I mean, it's just a difference you're talking about. Are you using as a primary weapon or secondary? At
Oh,
that
that's
point,
fine.
doesn't make sense to have a bag.
I'm the secondary primary guy
Uh-huh.
because my secondaries are my primary. So
True.
at the end of the day, if I got the boys with me, it's I don't really my primaries swap out every damn game, but my hammer shots stay loaded.
yup.
What
Also
about
for
like
free Nerf.
yes, could put Velcro on the side and just Velcro them onto you.
Wonder if that would affect the flight path. 'Cause you got Velcro.
I'm thinking more of like a piece of like PVC pipe cut in half with craft foam in it to get
Yeah.
some tension, and then just popping them in and out.
I was thinking.
That's a good
something
idea.
Like
You was thinking like
That's a good idea.
Yup.
But anyways, hey, listen, spend $10. I mean, it's less than a hammer shot, so if you don't have the 15 to go buy a hammer shot, but if you do, y'all know what to do. Buy that. Or if you already got 3 because of this podcast.
Yep.
Or 6
Woo!
or more. Definitely go check these out. Spend the $11, and it definitely highly recommended.
I feel like we
for
haven't
war.
endorsed the blaster since the hammer shot came out. So
We have.
we
like the side strike.
yeah, true side strike.
Yeah, I did like the side
Whoa, whoa.
strike.
Has a blaster come out since the aforementioned sidearm that's really a primary arm that has really revolutionized the game of Nerf?
No.
The Rapid Strike being the closest, and they came out at the same time.
Yeah.
And they revolutionized the game in a completely different way.
That's true.
True.
One made Nerf really easy, like a cheat code.
Yup.
The other one just completely changed the way you were playing, because the secondary was actually useful.
That's true. I'm trying to because there are some other good secondaries, but
Because I don't see them on the field, because I see everybody carrying hammer shots.
depends on what you count.
And Sweet Revenges, no, Sweet Revenges count too.
Yeah.
But I mean, like Strife can be considered a secondary.
Yeah, Lingy
Yeah,
does that.
people used to run stripes. Like, that was the only blaster that was like, oh, you could just pull this out and pull the trigger and shoot people. Awesome.
No lie, I went back to
Yeah.
the Strife last game, and it was really fun, really useful. I ran out of ammo so quickly.
Yep.
Right, but I mean, when you're just using it as, like, your secondary OMG, I have, like, my blaster's out of
That just
ammo.
seemed really
I
big
just pull
for
it
a
out.
secondary.
But yeah, back then it was rough, dude. It was that and the Maverick.
Yeah. No, the strong arm. Strife and strong arm same time. Yeah. And we didn't know about the knuckle dust stuff back then.
Yeah.
You're supposed to carry too.
Yeah.
I mean, people love the strong arm. There
Oh,
was a cult following for it, and now there's
You know, it's rough.
It was
But
rough.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't see a lot of anything. quickly they was like, yeah, I'm cool. I just got this.
Well, it feels like it's been a year since we've last recommended a blaster for use outside the side strike.
Yup.
So
recommend the side strike. What else did we recommend?
What else came
No,
out?
we said a lot of good things.
did it
about
recommend the
Rapid Strike.
Ricochet?
We said a lot of good things about the Rapid Strike. Just none of us prefer to run it.
Yeah.
But we all have recommended it because it's the most popular primary. Like it was the Alpha Trooper for about 5 games.
Yeah.
And then the Rapid Strike just quickly was like. Meh.
I mean, to be fair, also Nerf hasn't brought anything out.
Yeah.
That's been
Also
rough.
true. It's been like they usually do things in year increments.
Right. So it's like, yeah, we haven't recommended anything because nothing new has been out.
Magnus came out, but they don't have enough ammo. The problem is everything come out that's been good has a fatal flaw. The Magnus has a fatal flaw of only carrying 3 rounds, and you have to do heavy mod work to get it to carry more.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say the fatal flaw with the Sky Rippers, if you count as one, is just you have to buy the entire package every single time you want more. But since the price is low enough, I don't really
You know
consider
what,
that
though?
too big of a problem.
If you could talk one of your buddies, if you bought a bunch, right,
Yup.
and you could talk one of your buddies, like give the other team, like, hey, I know you're on the other team, but can you want to run Sky Rippers? I'll shoot them over to you. You shoot them back. You could always just hand out the little things.
Yeah, and
You're
more
so
people
small.
play, like I said, it almost becomes an item where you always keep the Sky Ripper launcher on you at all times.
Because you know people are using Sky Rippers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, because it's going to be so quick to teach people how to use them.
Mhm.
We figured it out in less than 5 minutes how to use it. Now I won't say correctly.
It's very similar to how Josh used
Effectively.
to use his Panther. It was supposed to be like every once in a while busted out for that long shot to score
Yup.
the distance hit. If we find a good way to actually like store these on your person, then yeah, I think
Done.
people will always hold 3 on them just so at the beginning of the game they can be like, okay, this will be like that beginning rush where everyone meets in the middle and starts shooting each other. Imagine a couple people holding back and just launching those into
someone's
that
going to be
madness.
running forward full speed and get pegged with one of these, and it's not going to hurt, but it's going to stop their momentum, and they're going to fall.
Yes.
I see the potential for a lot of pain.
And we shall nerf in the shade.
Yes.
You got last game.
Yeah.
You know.
People carry backpacks full of ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
They blocked out the sun with the Rapid Strike and darts.
Yeah.
But I
That
mean,
was
we'll
the
get new blasters in a couple months, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if any of them will be game changers. Although I'm going to go on a limb.
Okay.
I think that weird bow, the Mega Bow, may have the potential to at least modify things because
I
it
keep
carries
forgetting about that.
more ammo than if it's as good as the Magnus,
The sunfish gun, yeah.
and it
Yeah.
carries more ammunition. Mega darts actually are pretty accurate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially when they're non-blasters that chew them up.
That helps.
Oh my! You know what? You were tagged out by that blaster.
I
By the
was
way,
the
only
first
tag,
one.
The only tag. No, you were the only one. The only tag out for the
I'm so
Centurion
special.
You were the
in Bay
first and
Area
the
Nerf
last.
history is Shawn Scrooge McDuck Anderstein.
Yes.
You called yourself Scrooge McDuck? I'm running with it. You called yourself
It's more the
McDuck?
Anderstein because Anderstein isn't traditionally a Scottish last name.
Mick Anderstein?
McAnderstein. It's closer.
Scottish Jew.
Either way, your foot is the foot that will go down in history as being tagged by the worst blaster Nerf ever made.
Yes.
Ooh, worst blaster Nerf ever made.
It's not the Ricochet.
The Centurion is bad.
I mean,
I'm the biggest fanboy. You know what it's best for? Parts.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Matter of fact.
Oh, God, why? Oh, God, I'm going to die.
I made a modular barrel so you can attach the cool-looking barrel onto other Nerf guns. Because this is
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Have you made a post on Reddit for this yet?
I just did it literally a day ago.
Okay, we should do a write-up for it. And by write-up, I mean just take a bunch of pictures with it and then throw it
I
online.
made that mistake with the green gun behind you, and Reddit gave me shit for it.
Yep. It's
They're like,
okay.
hey, you're
That's not
supposed
the
to this-
BioShot.
No, the good green gun.
I didn't do it.
No, the mean green machine.
I see it. I'm just putting this here because I feel like I'm going to die.
I took a lot of heat for that.
This one. Yeah, because people
You're
are
like,
like,
yeah,
why
you
didn't you put
posted-
that up?
I'm like, I'm sorry.
Because it looks so pretty.
It's because it looks like the
It's so
Incredible Hulk.
shiny.
That's why.
It looks so...
That's why I like it.
Oh, yeah, it does look like an Incredible Hulk.
But, you know,
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
I was looking for
There's
that
my,
earlier.
there's my girl.
I tried to hide it.
Yeah, you did try to hide it for this podcast, didn't you?
So that's what it looks like when you paint a Sweet Revenge very poorly. And then this looks like.
Oh,
God, I'm gonna die.
There's
I'm
no
gonna
Josh.
die.
What it
Oh,
looks like when you
you like that catch?
paint it decently. See? Decent. Poorly.
Oh, God. Should I go in Sweet Revenge?
Thank you, Josh.
There
for the
you
Captain
go.
America badge.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Anywho, Summer's gonna be awesome. We got some new things. I'm excited for the end of the month now with these flingers. I want to fling some things.
Why do you store this cocked?
I didn't mean to.
I fixed it. You know, bust up your springs.
Good job, USA.
Mitchell will find me new ones.
Yeah, that'll happen.
He's in a. Just so y'all know, Mitchell will be on soon, within the next 2 podcasts.
Yeah, he was supposed to be on the last podcast, and the last podcast didn't happen, and then we were going to a convention, and we were like, oh, we got a great idea to do some Nerfcast stuff at this convention, and then that didn't happen because there was no Nerf blasters. We thought people were going to cosplay and use a lot of Nerf blasters. We're like, yeah, let's go.
People
We'll
that
interview
cosplay.
people. We're going to be like, hey, what's your favorite Nerf blaster? What did you do to cosmetically mod this? Have you ever played Nerf? We're gonna go Walter Cronkite on these people.
Yeah. We should have did it at freaking whatchamacallit.
Yes, we should have.
Big
Big
Wow had
Wow.
a whole bunch of long shots.
Big Wow did. There was like 6 Nerf blasters in the thousands of people. It was the second biggest anime convention in California.
Big Wow?
No.
AnimeCon.
Okay. I got
It's
confused
the
for a
second biggest anime convention in
And they all hate
like
Nerf.
California, I believe.
We need more anime
So I think LAX
conventions.
is the biggest, is the second, something like that. Anyway, it's big. All right. I don't know if the numbers are still anymore. I mean, I've been going on this thing for way too long.
Yeah, and California's a big state, so that's saying something.
Yes.
It's not like
But
Nebraska.
apparently, an anime that does not involve guns at all was popular this year.
Dragon?
No.
Attack on Titan.
Yes.
Akira.
Attack on Titan.
Akira.
Sure.
Ghost in the Shell.
Not
So-
Homestuck.
So yeah, there was not a lot of guns at the convention. I did see a bishop from X-Men: Days of Future Past, who's
Yeah?
not even an anime character,
Oh, I should
with a long shot.
I really wish I had time to come in the Green Lantern costume.
To be
Yeah.
fair, I showed up in cosplay and I was an anime character, nor did I have a Nerf blaster.
Were
But
you
you
dressed
did at
as?
least have a blaster.
Yes, it was the fart gun from Despicable Me 2.
Well,
Yep.
You
And
were
it was a
dressed as-
perfect gun
You
for
were
that,
dressed
too.
as the fart gun
No.
No, I was dressed as a Darkwing Duck.
with the blaster from Despicable Me too.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it looks like his gas gun.
Yeah, it's
Oh, you
actually
dressed in the
perfect.
Darkwing Duck costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gun was like perfect.
Yeah.
That's a perfect find for that costume.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we apologize for there being no Nerfcast and then no special Nerfcast as we had planned. And that's why Mitchell was going to be on that podcast, and then that fell through, and then this
Should
was
be
kind
able
of
to
a
get him
last
on the next
minute.
one.
We're trying to
He's a
figure things out.
diabolical genius. I just want him to know that.
Yes,
I respect the hell out of you for your diabolical geniusness.
your geniosity.
Yes.
Okay, so anything else left to talk about?
No.
Ooh,
I have announcements, but
Oh,
if there's anything else I want to talk about.
Let's see if there's
Oh, no,
anything
no.
crazy. No,
No.
we're not checking the Reddits.
No. We're not checking the Reddits.
Are we checking anything?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Then I guess the answer is no. I mean, we can...
I was on the Reddits earlier.
Oh, okay. Nothing on the Reddits.
Here, I'll look.
Right now, we're cool, Reddit.
Okay.
We ain't got no rants.
I think Reddit is feeling what a lot of the Nerf community is feeling, and it's like,
Well,
everyone's
they shot their wad on the long shot.
Like,
Yeah.
please give us something. Yeah, that's true. The long shot did get posted on Reddit like 5 or 6 times. Like, people are like, the long shot came back. People are like, yeah, check. Scroll down the page.
Custom.
There are 4 other posts that
Oh.
say the same thing.
Boomco Rapid Madness is pre-order on Amazon.
$50.
And that ends the discussion, now doesn't it?
Yeah.
God, that's
$50.
really expensive for your first blasters have to be cheap. First
Well-
taste gotta be free.
They can't be $50. I mean,
Oh,
that's...
the Nerf N-Strike 2-arm Elite Strong Arm Pack is
Okay.
$15. You can get 2 strong arms for $15. Or you could buy 1 hammer shot and be twice as effective as you could be with 2 strong arms.
Yep.
Word.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, hammer shot really is just the best hand blaster to go with.
Yeah.
It
Hammer
just
shots
works
we
so
revenge,
well.
Sonic barrel breaks are on sale.
Oh, you know what? Actually, isn't Target having a sale? It's like buy one, get one half off, or buy one, get one free, or something.
If you buy one, you get like a 12-pack
12-pack of
for
darts.
free.
Last
That's
week
what it
was
is.
buy one get one 40. This one's 12-pack of
Yep.
darts.
Yeah.
And you get a pocket full of shells.
Yes.
Ching, ching, ching.
Go to www.
That's all we got, folks. I mean, that's really.
Yeah, and it's been pretty dry. I mean,
Oh.
that long shot was the big news.
Mhm.
Oh, and a Demolisher commercial is coming soon with Dude Perfect.
Oh, Dude Perfect's actually gonna be in it.
I think so.
Oh, that's cool.
Who's Dude Perfect?
He's the guy that makes all the funny trick shots with footballs and stuff.
They did
You didn't watch the Dude Perfect Nerf video?
yeah, they did the
Word?
he did the perfect shot,
son,
the perfect
you might
shot
have to go-
campaign.
Yay. You could get downgraded to executive producer, player. Like, you can't do that stuff, Sean. That was an awesome video.
I'm so tired.
I'm sorry. I'm so tired.
It
It was like a year ago.
The
They
Centurion.
had the best shot contest.
It's before we knew the Centurion was
I
actually
remember.
poop.
I remember the Centurion or the trick shot
Contest.
contest. I just didn't know a specific person was running it. I thought just Nerf was saying post cool stuff.
Yeah, Dude Perfect
but
does.
Dude Perfect he does trick shots with like footballs and baseballs, basketballs, and he did a whole Nerf trick shot video, like jumping in pools, skimming darts off the water to knock down cups.
I gotta watch that. That sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
no crap. You gotta watch. Oh my god.
So announcements. Next Nerf War hosted by
I'm glad you feel my disappointment with you two all the time. That's how I feel.
I watch the videos. I don't do shit else.
Look, I just run the wars. I don't really provide much, let's be honest. Speaking of which,
but now you've caught up to me, so now we're both providing nothing. So now Josh is on himself.
yes.
Welcome to Nerfcast with Josh and company.
Yes.
Oh, damn it! I wanted to be EP.
Oliver and company.
The race down to EP is
Uh,
now it's contested. I was
I'm becoming the Lauren Faust of this podcast
no.
because she's not a part of the show anymore.
Yes, I know, but don't try.
I
Don't
was
try,
running
Sean.
unopposed.
You always be my best friend.
Does that make me Megan McCarthy? What?
So announcements.
Announcements. Burn Nerf War. It's going to be at the end of the month on June 29th.
Yup.
Usual location at Brawley Park. Also,
swingers.
anyone showing up that lives in the Bay Area, we're also scouting out new locations. So if you have any good places that are open to the public, or you
That's
might
true.
have an in with the person who owns the property, feel free to let us know. Not that we're getting over Brawley at any point. We just kind of want to embrace new areas and kind of switch it up a little bit.
Diversify our bonds.
You know, we want to try some different game types and may have some new areas. Just
Cheer.
changing things up.
Cheer.
So if you have any suggestions, please let us know. Always open to that. We'll, of course, be scouting on our own as well. Other than that, there are a couple Nerf games going on by Foam Action Network. Usual channel, just go on to Facebook, Foam Action Network. Leads you to Connor's page. Humans vs. Zombies, San Francisco State University's got some stuff going on. I think Santa Cruz just finished up their game last week. It might be their last game of the season.
Yep.
So other than that, also I forgot to mention too, Righteous Fondue, who you might see on some of the Nerf forums around, he is looking to start up NIC wars back in the Bay Area again and have them be bi-weekly.
Oh, if you want to get your eye shot out, handle that.
But yeah, if he ends up getting that up and going, we'll post about so that way you guys know to go to it. But other than that, I think those are the main points that I have on my end. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Usual stuff, go on to youtube.com/BayAreaNerf to check out our channel, rate, comment, subscribe.
Yeah,
you should be seeing a lot of posts coming up about all the Zing stuff we have. We're going to do unboxing videos, just kind of basic, like playing around with them, range test videos, that sort of thing. Also, you can go to our website, BayAreaNerf.com, for new articles, new blog posts.
Yeah, we know it's been
mods.
pretty dry. Sorry. We got stuff kind of in the pipeline, but it's just been real busy in our personal lives, too.
May and June is always really bad for us.
Lives.
Yeah.
Me, not so much.
Yeah, I don't know what his
And
excuse
I can't
is.
read.
That's his excuse. You can't write.
I
can't
can
read.
verify this. I've seen him post before his wife edits stuff.
That is true.
That's true. My wife.
His first post, I was like, let me rewrite all
I'm
this.
not that smart, folks.
It's like he did it with his big thumbs on a phone that was real small.
But I'm like I got the pulse to the everyman.
That's true. That's why you like the Sky Ripper, because every man can use it.
Yeah.
Or woman.
Or woman.
Word
or
to the Sky
any
Rippers.
person.
Yeah. Word up.
Yeah, rate, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, even a dog can do it. Nothing in the rules, except our rules actually do have a clause for that. Other than that, I think that's pretty much everything for this episode.
Yeah, now we're just dragging it on. Let's get it done, peeps.
Yeah, so from everyone here at Nerfcast, this is Sean.
This is Josh.
And the big guy.
Happy tagging!